Yeah. As part of the today's session, let's start with the activity indicator. Okay, it's not required. Alerts view. Okay, so let's start with this alerts functionality. If at all you have any alerts that are being populated like this in your program, how exactly you need to handle these alerts? Okay, I need to write down a program that will switch to the alert and that should perform these kind of an operations. Okay, so whatever the code that we have created, the search code, copy it and paste that particular program, and I'm naming it as an alert one. So this is what my first alert is. And as there are a different types of an alerts, I want to deal with all those alerts. And one rule that we need to consider here is on the first screen, whatever the UI Automator app got populated here, all these objects are having an accessibility IDs. Each and every option is having an accessibility ID, and that value is the name that it is being displayed. If you see the yesterday's example that we have created, we performed a click operation on a search, and for this search, we used an accessibility ID, and the value that you have passed is directly text present on that. So the similar way, if at all you want to go to the alerts view, I can directly use driver.find element by accessibility ID, and I can use this alerts view. But to cross check whether the point, whatever I'm conveying is right or wrong, I'm launching my Appium inspector session, and let us see whether the first screen, all the objects are having an accessibility ID. If so, what we can do is moving ahead, whatever the scenarios you are going to deal with on a first screen, whichever the option you want to navigate with, you can directly use an accessibility ID and you can use that particular option. Got it? So let it establish a session, and after that, you can use this command to navigate to this particular alert view functionality. Okay, so I'm just trying to establish a session here with this particular simulator. Let it try to execute. And yeah, at the very first time, it will take a few minutes time to establish a connection with it. And once the connection got established for the second time and moving ahead, it won't take that much time in order to establish a connection and to locate an objects. Okay, fine. Let's wait. Yeah, it's trying to connect with that device. That's fine. Yeah. So now it established a connection. I'm maximizing this inspector screen. And on this inspector screen, let me navigate to the source code directly, app source code. And on this app source code, let us expand this table. See here, the first one is having a name. And if you highlight this one, we are getting accessibility ID as an activity indicators. Fine. Let me expand the second one. I can see as alerts view as my accessibility ID. So for each and everything, whatever we have an accessibility ID here. Okay, for each and every object, we have an accessibility ID here. The only thing that you guys need to do is just get this accessibility ID and use it in your program. As of now, alert views is the accessibility ID. So I'm just giving alerts view. So I'm asking my program to perform a click operation on this alerts view. Okay, once after you clicked on this alerts view, okay, 1 second, it should click on this alert view. This is the screen it's been populated. And of all these options, as of now, my first scenario that I want to deal with is a simple alert. So I'm selecting this as simple. And if you see here, even in this HTML information, whatever we have, the simple, and here it is having an accessibility ID as a simple. Okay, let me get this accessibility ID from here as a simple. And okay, simple is my accessibility ID, and I want to perform a click operation on that. Okay, fine. I just used a tab, and this is what the alert it's being populated. So here there is an OK button. Again, the OK button is having an accessibility ID. And if at all you want to deal with any other operation, see here, this is what the complete text that it's being populated. See here, XUI is static text. This is what the value attribute is, and you have a value name and as well as a label attributes. And the accessibility ID, if you observe, most of the times whatever the text it's being displayed, the same text will be considered it as an accessibility ID. Okay, that's fine. So let me get this value property. Upon clicking on this simple driver dot find element by accessibility ID dot. Okay, so I just want to go with, okay, here instead of find element I got a find elements. Okay, dot size. Okay, I just want to print how many objects are there with this. Of course you can use any kind of an assertion out over here, but as it's populated as a find elements, I just want to get the size of the objects which are having this accessibility ID. And later I want to click on this OK operation. That's fine. Copy this command and paste this command here, and I'm giving accessibility ID as an OK. Let me try to run my test script and see how this execution is going on. So I just started executing my test script, and if you can check it out over here, it should navigate to the alerts view. And okay, I guess it handled that simple as well, and it is returning these objects as a 2. Okay, it was supposed to return the size or the objects count as a 1, but it is returning as a 2. Why? Accessibility ID. Okay, a short title. Okay, we have a short title. Okay, see here, basically why we are getting these two means, here we have a short title. This is the place where we have a short title, and here is the place where we have a short title. I think somewhere in this particular page there are certain objects which are having the same accessibility ID. As of now, this is the one that is visible for us, and somewhere, see here, basically if I highlight this one, it is having a name property, and the name is having a short title is best, and here also a short title is the best. So the assertion text whatever we have using is not a valid one. That's the reason it's not coming as an appropriate value. But even if you see that, the count it retrieved as a 2. That's fine. Let me rerun my program and check it out whether it is performing a click operation on that OK button or not. Let's have a look into that. Alerts view, simple. It clicked on that. OK. Perfect. Done the deal. So this is the way how exactly we can handle these alerts. Any questions for me on this?
Yes, Surendra. Surendra, you are saying like the the size is given as 2, right?
Hmm.
Like, is it taking all the elements, like whichever is throwing a short title is best?
Yes, of course.
Like,
So here we used a find elements, not a single element, right? So whenever we use the elements, it will be getting the complete set of information, which is a matching with this accessibility ID. That's the reason it is retrieving as a 2. And moreover, we are working on not, this is not a generic title, right? Like assume that you want to verify something like, um, um, user created. So if you consider user created successfully, definitely on the pop-up it will be the only valid, and there is a possibility for only one title or one object or one text will be there. But as of now we are passing a generic text out over there stating that a short title is best. So it's a generic statement. There is a possibility to have this statement for one or more objects. That's the reason it's retrieving size as a 2.
But in pop-up,
okay,
it is showing only one, right? It is visible thing.
See, one thing. So here, let us, if at all, we just need to cross check whether it is the valid one or whether the Appium is retrieving the proper thing or not. The only way what we can do is we can just, you know, try to debug the entire source code out over there, and we need to navigate to the individual tags and check it out whether we have a multiple tags with the same name or not. Okay, that's the only option whatever we have. Okay, one second. Let me try doing here itself. So a short title is the best. Okay, so here I'm using an accessibility ID and I'm clicking on a find. See here, the first one. See here, in an inspector session itself, your Appium is recognizing that the whole box itself is having that accessibility ID. And the second one is this is the object which is having that. Even in the source code also earlier,
Okay.
we have seen these two. Okay, Appium is recognizing these two things. That's the reason it retrieved the size as a 2 here in our situation.
Okay, okay. No,
Okay,
I thought like, can you please go to this
source,
application? Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So here, what I thought is like the simple okay or cancel, like these alert views. Like I thought the count as two. Like everything is out of all of them. Like only two are showing this kind of pop up. That's what I thought. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool. Done the deal. Yeah, so this is the thing. And yeah, so let's rejoin the session and let us continue about the further examples. Okay.